there's always something that needs a little fixing on Farpoint Farms.
Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms, Restorations and Repairs. Tonight we'll be taking a look at this. This is the U.S. General Bearing Race and Seal Driver Set. And I'll tell you, this has changed now. I think it's a Madox is the version they sell now, so I'll leave a link to the most current version down below. But I picked this one up many years ago and have used it for a lot of projects. Modern cars usually have what's called press-in bearings or entire hubs that are just replaceable, just bolt-ons, right? But your older cars still use your old-fashioned tapered bearings, and your trailers are going to use your tapered roller bearings like these, and your campers are going to use things like this. So if you work on vintage stuff, if you drive an older car, or if you have trailers or campers, you're probably going to need a set of this if you want your wheels to stay on forever. Because about every 10,000 miles, you're supposed to adjust these. No one ever does, so about every 20,000 miles, they start making noise. They get to be roaring, and they get overheated, and the grease goes bad. So if you're doing this as general maintenance, you probably don't need to have a kit like this, but like I said, most people don't do that. Why do you need this? Well, you have this part here, which is called the race. And a lot of times these races, once the bearing goes bad, they go bad as well. They'll get scoring in here, they'll get kinked or nicks or whatever in there, and they have to be replaced. Taking them out is a simple affair. You don't need any special tools. A hammer and a chisel or a punch to beat these out of the hub is all it usually takes, but getting them back in without damaging them is where this comes into place. I'm gonna move the camera closer in, I'll open up the box and show you, and then I'll show you how I beat one of these races into place. Let's do it. All right, here it is, and there's not a whole lot to it. It's just a really cool kit. It's a blow molded case. I think the cases now are either black or gray. Inside, it's pretty much going to be the same no matter what. I think the color coding may have gone away, but I can't remember. But these are our driver sets, and so we have different sizes for different races. The race I'm going to be putting in is kind of in between two of these sizes, but that's okay. You can get away with using it for it. So to do this is simple as got to find one that fits it, right? And in this case, this is the one that fits it. And most of the time with European stuff, it fits completely flush, which is what you want. In this case, it's a little bit off. It's still a few millimeters in between, but it'll do the job, and it won't damage it because these are made out of aluminum, very soft material. So it's not going to damage the hard race here. It's just going to deform. You can see some deformation from what I've used it before. Now, on the other hand, you turn this thing around, and you can use it also to drive seals in. So it's a really kind of a cool tool. It also comes with this, which has just got a screw here, a little 10 mil. You unscrew that. You put your race driver in like so, and you tighten it back down, and you're ready to do it. So I'll give you a quick demonstration of that. All right, here we are, and you can see I put my race into my race driver. I'm going to try to get it centered up. Sometimes it doesn't hurt if it gets a little cockeyed to tap it flat, so then once you get going, it's going to go in there evenly, and that looks like it's going to right there. And then you're just beating it until it bottoms out. And you can hear the change in tone when it bottomed out there. That's all there is to it. So without that tool, you're likely to cause some kind of damage in there. You'll scratch it up. You try to use a socket. Socket being a hard metal, you're going to deform the edge of the race. That's going to cause you almost immediately to have problems when you go ahead and put this back together again. Well, let's go ahead and head back to the bench. So that's it. It's a short video, but one that it's a tool that probably most people don't know what to do, and they'll end up reusing the races, which is a really bad idea when they're having to do bearing work. U.S. General Bearing Race and Seal Driver Kit. Again, I think it's now sold as a different name brand, but the kit is identical. They've just changed the colors and some of that. Take care, my friends.